European qualifier. Our first match is Rudan versus WaN, Serbia versus Germany, and Night Elf versus Undead. So afterwards we're going to follow it up by Sonic versus Atheist P. So yeah, let's show the players, Remo. There we go.
Should we give the ready?
Yeah. So this is Rudan, called the Serbian Prince, the little bear as well. He is 23 years old, pretty damn young, man. He appeared to be much older.
Yeah.
Or much...
He's really tall. He's like 190 centimeters, maybe even taller.
Yeah.
Basketball players, of course, they come tall.
His biggest achievement was the win in Rust Brain Cup 1 with a lot of Korean and Chinese participants as well. It was really his breakout performance, I'd say. Then, of course, qualifying for WCA Pro Qualifier after beating Hawk in one of my favorite matches of all time on Echo Isles. That was just amazing. RBC3 was a 5th to 6th place, also a nice accomplishment, and he won JERA Cup twice. But he is the guy who lost the most JERA Cup finals. It's a pretty devastating statistic that we got here for Rudan. Well, where are his stats?
By the way, you may want to message the admin because he's not reacting.
For what?
If no one else is doing it.
Why?
Because everyone else is ready, but the admin isn't doing anything.
He reached the finals 10 times. He won only 2 out of 10. That's really hard, man. Lost a lot of finals to Watchy, Sonic and stuff. So yeah, as we mentioned before, his recent accomplishments not too good. JERA Cup 68, only the round of 16. JERA Cup 69, the round of 32, and 71 as well. So round of 32 is only winning 2 matches. That is not too much. So yeah, on the other side, the underdog here, Dominic Nims from Germany, 24 years old. He plays the Undead race, coming from Germany here. His biggest accomplishment? JERA Cup quarterfinal twice. Apart from that, there is nothing to his chest. His recent accomplishments, yeah, exactly the same as Rudan. Round of 32, round of 16, round of 32. So generally, the cups are pretty hard for Undead, but he didn't really make it far. This is his time to shine. This is the time to break out of the no man's land for WaN. And here we go, everybody. With a 2-hour delay, we are starting into the first map of today. It is Rudan versus WaN.
Thank God we got here, and thank you all, by the way, for sticking with us, and hopefully there's not going to be many delays anymore. All right, we're starting off today with maybe on paper a pretty one-sided game. Rudan is the big favorite here. He has been looking very, very strong throughout the European scene for the last, I would say, 2 years. But most recently, he hasn't done so well. He's been in a few JERA Cups, but he hasn't managed to get to the semi-final or the grand final. He has dropped out against good players, yes, but in the past he was able to defeat those good players quite a few times. WaN, on the other hand, he's, as you just said, not that accomplished. Quarterfinals for JERA Cups, that's the most he's gotten, but he has been having quite a few good performances in the amateur leagues that Warcraft 3 still features, in the WC3CL and stuff like that. And maybe, if he has good games here, he will have a chance.
Yeah, Rudan has had a great performance in Race Wars when the Team Night Elf played against Team Undead. He beat 3 Undead players in a row, Lubber, Shaddai, and Haveline. Those are not the worst players that European Undeads have to offer. Lost to Enter then, but still taking out 3 in a clan war with 4 players. That is pretty impressive. On the other side, WaN, in the Nations Cup, he made quite a name for himself, I think, wait a second, where he beat, beat Rosenkill, but it was actually in Race War as well, where Undead faced Human, and he beat Hawk.
Yeah,
I remember of course, that's a different matchup, but still shows that he is a pretty good player.
Very unfortunate beginning, though, for WaN here, as he gets one of his ghouls, or the scouting ghoul rather, ensnared, and that results in an easy kill for Rudan. He was trying to harass the archer, kill her, but the trapper said, no, you're gonna be the one trapped, and this gives, most notably, the Demon Hunter more experience, and this means that only 2 more skeletons are required for level 2, and that is always a big deal, because Last Refuge is one of the maps where it's hard for Night Elves usually to get level 2 at, but thanks to this ghoul, this has changed around a little bit now. Tier 2, usually starting a little bit earlier for the Undead. I'm confused by this. There's an Ancient of Wonders in the base.
Yeah, this is really weird. A very, very early shop. Maybe he goes for Immolation and he wants the Clarities early?
Maybe these two players have met quite a bit on ladder, and he knows that there's a lot of aggression potential coming out of WaN, but this is super unusual, guys. Don't confuse this for standard. We have... And he delayed his Moonwells for this. So that means he has less healing. What?
And now he texts. This is really weird by Rudan. The Serbian Prince, maybe some new meta strategies, some new insights that he got from practicing. We mentioned it like 2 hours ago. He actually practiced for this tournament, which is pretty rare because he went into the WCA Pro Qualifier at Gamescom without any practice, just came from vacation from the beach into the convention center.
Ghouls are creeping simultaneously, and I think WaN, this break hasn't been too good for him because he lost a ghoul to creeps. Not the way it's supposed to be, but he gets the last hit, so he redeems himself. Getting level 2 now. The archers are in Shadow Melt, but he does have the Dust of Appearance. He's not going for them. He has quite a bit of mana for coils. I hope he didn't miss-skill to Death Pact.
Nah, I don't think so. We can look it up. It is coil, obviously. So... yeah, both players on a pretty quick way to tier 2. WaN is building the graveyard. No second crypt, so no gargoyles. This could be a nice thing to put Rudan off his path, but nope, he's sticking to the usual guns with ghouls and a few fiends in the ghoul gang.
Demon Hunter?
Demon Hunter might be surrounded there, but he bought the staff immediately.
There's a coil.
Oh, there's a coil. He kills the demon! WaN with the hero kill here. Pretty damn easy. Demon Hunter level 2. That was definitely not on purpose. He bought the staff to escape there.
And now Wisps have to come in to save the archers. Tier 2 not completed, not at all. So no Panda can help out here as well. Rudan playing with fire and getting his fingers burned. Didn't want to use the TP, too greedy to his... well, I have to admit it was very, very close, but that's not a risk you want to take. Now, WaN, despite losing 2 ghouls early, he is in a fantastic position. Now, honestly, I don't think he's going to be able to accomplish too much here, but this delays everything for Rudan. Level 3 for the Demon Hunter is going to be late. Obviously, he needs the 210 gold for the revive, so that's cutting into his resources as well. I would really like to see WaN creeping something a little bit dangerous right now, because he can't really accomplish too much damage in the base, but right now, when the Demon Hunter is gone, he could be creeping. Maybe wasting a little bit of time here trying to go for more damage.
Yeah, very little creep spot here to get closer to level 3. 3 more ghouls are coming from the base. 3 more here, gathering lumber. Immediate tier 3 tech. Not going for a second tier here. Slaughterhouse, obviously. 4 statues on Rudan's side. We have double Ancient of Lore up. But the German with a nice little early game. Except, yeah, okay, he's getting close to level 3. Rudan is scouting this. Very nice. Detonate, so 0 mana anymore. And, yeah, of course, more aggression. He's in a decent situation. Naga, the second pick.
Alright, the Demon Hunter might be walking into surround right away again. Is it gonna be done? Nicely using the... oh, the Wand of Illusion! WaN! What's going on? Styling over Rudan right now. There is the Tele Staff, though, to get him out. So he is back to safety. Sells the Staff of Teleportation, actually. And now there might be pressure coming in towards the main. There's only 2 archers here. Against quite a few ghouls. Is he going to get the lore? That would be a big pick for him.
The ghoul's damage is, of course, pretty damn nice, but will it be in time? I don't think so. He needs repair. He said... oh,
the Wisps.
Yeah, they are blocked. They are blocked
by the illusion!
It's such a nice usage of this Death Knight illusion here, and cutting the production in half is so hard. You really need those Dryads to get some foot on the ground here, especially in a tough situation like that. He gets another Archer. WaN is really playing amazing in this one. Counter Naga by Rudan. He goes for WaN's Naga here, and nice block again, but the range... nah, he can't deny it with the ghoul anymore, and so Rudan is kind of back. First big play from Rudan here, but WaN, his micro seems to be very, very good here.
Holy crap, does he save that ghoul as well?
His block, but okay, in the end, it didn't save the ghoul, but this is just showing off.
This is really well executed by WaN. Alright, he started off really silly by losing 2 ghouls, but apart from that, this was super well done. Decision making wise, maybe could have been a little bit better. Maybe try to creep a little bit more when he gets the Demon Hunter kill. But hey, you can definitely understand his trying to go for more damage. And the Demon now has to split the experience with the Naga at the laboratory, which means he's still not gonna be level 3 when the tier 3 hits for WaN. Speaking of which, the Lich will be out in a... No, actually it will not, because it's busy with the Naga. Alright, so Rudan with this kill has bought quite a bit of more time for himself, and he goes for the Shredder. What?
What?
Well, he's low on lumber. Maybe he... This looks like greed, but I guess the Shredder can be used to fight as well.
Yeah, it's a nice little defense.
Look at his army, man. He has an archer.
Yeah, first Dryad in production now. The Demon Hunt is not so scary, getting a health stone now, which is nice. He has a staff, using the moonstone. But what was this shop for now? This early shop.
Maybe he thought he was going to get pressured hard, and then at daytime the moonstone would be very good, but that is just the only thing I can assume here. I don't know.
Slight little creep jack from Rudan, but what can he accomplish? Maybe he can steal.
He wants to surround again.
The Ogre Magi he goes for, and he gets the Naga! Amazing skill! There is the staff on the Naga. Doesn't even try to transfer the town portal to save her. Oh my god, this slow arrow from this ice arrow is really doing good. Another block from the Death Knight, and he gets it!
Holy shit!
Fourth round in a row. He's pulling the town portal now, but only a Dryad, only the Demon Hunter remaining. Yesterday we had a big upset in map number 1, and so much experience for the Undead as well. When Shaddai beat Hawk on map number 1, will history of yesterday repeat?
This Naga might be level 3 before the Demon. This is an unmitigated disaster. The Greater Mana Potion, is he baiting this? Nah, he was slight mistake there, but he does get it. Of course, fantastic item, Tome of Experience, Mana Potion, the Dream, and the Lich is here as well. With the Orb of Corruption, he kept the Scroll of the Beast, so these ghouls will be doing a lot of damage, and the army, man, it's 2 freaking Dryads. 1 Archer might be dying here in a second, and the Moonwells are dry. There's no bears. This should be easy game, honestly. Co.Ltd, the Demon almost dying, has to use the Health Stone already before the real fight even begins.
This is a catastrophe for the Serbian. He's supply stuck now with this one Moonwell kill. He can't get any more bears out. The one that is in production will be the only one. I'm not so sure.
Where does she pop out? Where does the Naga pop out? Alright, it is a good spot.
He gets the Shredder now, though, most likely. The statues are healing and shooting. The Lich has the Orb of Corruption. This is a nice little power spike. He has Frenzy as well. Destroyer upgrade is finished, and he gets the Master Bear right away. And that is GG by Rudan. WaN dominating.
Holy shit.
The Serbian prince. In how long was this? 10 minutes 30. I don't know what to say. I don't really know what just happened here.
That was crazy.
It really was. It really
was crazy.
We said it before. Rudan practiced before this tournament, and we said, okay, he seems to be prepared. But this didn't look prepared at all. Or was it just WaN?
I think there was the Demon Hunter kill, and then kind of everything starts spiraling out of control. And the shop, I don't get it. He was at 40 supply for the Moonwells for such a long time. And I don't know what was going on with his economy. He lost a lot of wisps also. He had like an archer for the longest time. And that was all he had. But I think if he doesn't lose the Demon, he doesn't lose the Ancient of Lore, he doesn't lose the Moonwells, everything looks different. So I think this can still be all traced back to the Demon Hunter kill. But I still don't get the shop. What's up with the shop?
I think I saw this before, and it was really for the Moonstone, but I think it was Warchief who did this. I don't really want to leave myself too far out of the window with this. Maybe it was just that the 2-hour waiting time got to his nerves and he didn't feel ready anymore. He was really dropping some comments here that point towards that direction.
I don't know. I think he looked rather confident with using the staff instead of the TP, and just split second too late. But hey, it's only one map. we have a best of 3 here. Everything can be turned around. This will be Amazonia. It's going to be very different in the early game. Demon Hunter will be level 2 immediately, and there's nothing at all that WaN can do about this. And that changes quite a bit already in this matchup. All right, we're loading up. WaN, the underdog, is leading 1-0 in an impressive game. Rudan may have made a big mistake, but also extremely strong play by the undead from Germany.
It's
the surrounds.
Actually, the surrounds.
4,
man.
5? How many?
I think it was 4. But the one with the illusion was really impressive. Like, super smart thinking. He had the Wind of Illusion, used it to fill the gap there because it was only 4 ghouls, I think. And it was hard to surround with only 4 in the Death Knight. But that was really, really cool move. Really stylish moves. So yeah, can he repeat that? Can he repeat that? Yesterday, a lot of games went 2-1. So went into a little overtime. Will this happen again? Amazonia is Rudan's pick, a map pick, so he must feel a little comfortable. This is War Chief's hometown, of course, also a Night Elf, so maybe the stars are aligned a little better now.
Okie dokie. Rudan, was this his wake-up call? It needs to be, because it seems like WaN is playing pretty well. If he, doesn't lose 2 ghouls in the early game, which I guess he's going to be paying closer attention to as well. Sending out an early ghoul to scout, trying to see what's up. He's going to find that the exact normal creep route is going to be happening. The Ancient of War next to the Goblin Laboratory. No weird greedy creep camps at like the Merchant or maybe at the Goblin Merc camp or something. It's going to be the norm. Usually undeads here on this map like to creep up themselves a little bit because, as I said before, can't keep the Demon Hunter from level 2. Keeping him from level 3, however, that's a different story. Where does the Demon Hunter go after the first Ancient of War creep? He can take out the Murlocs, yeah, sure, but that's not that much experience. He can go towards the Trolls in the middle of the map, but their end snares will be flying, and then archers might be getting lost. So I think, as so often in this matchup, number 1 priority for Rudan, at least in the early game, is going to be get the demon to level 3, or at least close to level 3, and WaN may want to try to stop this as best he can.
Yeah, here comes the ghoul. Can he kill this renegade? That would be amazing, but no, the archers and the demon take care of this. He's still annoying him, but yeah, this creep goes up uncontested. He's not killing the second creep with the Engine of War, so Rudan's creep is alright. The Death Knight is coming over here. Rods of Necromancy and the Dust of Appearance, of course, in his inventory. Sold the TP. And can he kill this rogue? There's, of course, no coil, so Frostmourne has to do the job. I think he really wants to... no, he doesn't want to go in there, risk anything, till the Demon Hunter gets it, or... he got it! He got it!
And the
item. And the item as well, yeah. The gauntlets. This is... Okay, people who said... I'm betting on WaN. Seem to be right.
Tech starting at the exactly same time. Ghouls now moving out, but seems like for creeping rather than for joining the DK. Archers pulled the creeps here, and there's going to be the little trick with the Merc camp, and we have the Shadow Priest coming out for Rudan. As the ghouls will be taking out the Renegade Wizard. Will be getting the DK to level 2 in just a second here. Finding, by the way, the Ring of Protection. Yeah, not what he wants. The Claws would be great for his second or third hero on the Lich, most notably. Demon Hunter now running across the map. He got level 2 by dispelling a skeleton. Exactly 200 experience where he wants to be. Level 2 also, though, for the DK. 1 ghoul up in front is going to be getting coiled. Oh, we saw the surrounds before, and not quite this time.
Yeah, I really wanted to go for the Shadow Priest, walk past the Demon Hunter, but there was an opportunity to surround him as well. But no, he wants to get rid of the healing, wants to get rid of the Dispel. Oh, maybe now the Demon Hunter, but no, not even with the help of the trees. The movement of Rudan, too good. We see the tech progressing here halfway through for WaN, a little ahead for Rudan. And he has his Hunter's Hall timings down, a little early even. That's pretty rare to see from Night Elves nowadays.
Well, better than forgetting, of course. Demon running into the surround. What's he doing? He wanted to try to go for the last hit. Here comes the Wisp though to detonate. Alright, that was the plan. He knew with the Wisp nearby he could risk the surround. Trying to go for it again is WaN, not quite getting it this time. The Archer though is low, and of course there is the Unholy Aura, so he could definitely chase her down. Not going for it though, he wants the Demon Hunter surround. Is he gonna get it? Whoa! Microing both of the ghouls at the same time. 4 ghouls surround WaN. Wow. This is pretty damn good. Here comes the TP, and he saves the ghoul as well. And if you go into... Oh, the archer, by the way, dies on the way out as well. Perfectly playing out for WaN. And if you go into deep analysis here of the micro, he actually moved 2 ghouls at the exactly same time to close that surround. Sounds simple, but do that, guys. Move them at the exactly same time. And of course, that's impossible. It's split seconds, a tiny split second between. So this is really hard to do. Admittedly, Rudan walked into it, but still, WaN punishing when he needs to, and the TP is gone now. Has to be a lot more careful.
This micro, man, is this WaN 2-0? Holy shit balls. I'm really impressed with this performance here. Demon Hunter only now getting the Troll Berserker. This is really, really late. The second hero is once again the Naga. We mentioned this, always the second hero for Rudan. The Engine of Wonders is coming up this time in the normal timing. And
it seems like WaN is going for the Naga himself, interestingly. And here comes the meeting of the 2 serpents. Actually, Rudan retreats. Replenishment potion, that's a nice one right now. DK will be healed up again and quite a bit of mana to his name also. Level 3, almost reached. Demon Hunter, where's he standing? 2.6, so not too far away. Now we have the Ancient of Wonders, a lot later than on game number 1. Ancient of Lore number 1 is also coming up in the back of the main. He's delaying his second one, though, in favor of the tier 3 tech. So that means he's going to have quite the weak army for a while. Dryads are only going to be coming slowly, and yeah, he only has a single archer and a Shadow Priest. But WaN is not going to be trying to pressure, he wants to creep up himself.
And therefore, the Naga is a weird choice. Usually if you want to creep and can't be that aggressive, the Lich is your choice. But he's really going for it here. Maybe he wants to pressure now, I don't know. Replenishment Potion is level 3 for the Demon Hunter as well. So the same item here, and this is no creeping, man. This is pure aggression from WaN again.
He wanted to get the level 3 and now attack with said level 3. Losing the Ancient of War here actually is not going to be too great for Rudan because he wanted to use that as well to go for the natural creep, but it will be lost. Demon Hunter though, level 3, very strong right now. Doesn't have the boost of speed and walks into the surround again. You gotta be kidding me, but there is the Staff of Teleportation, but he can chase for the Naga because she's way worse in trading here, of course. Is WaN going to be able to get the surround again with all the ghouls? He gets it. I don't think the damage should be enough to get the kill. Yep, the Staff completes easily.
Nice save by WaN here.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the Demon Hunter with a double, with 2 surrounds after each other. This must have been some nice little micro training he did before this qualifier. Crypt produces more fiends, of course he needs them against the Dryad. Sacrificial Pit, so very early worm transitioning he coming out. Or he just wants to use the Shade early.
It seems like he left a lot of ghouls in the main, so he has a lot of lumber to work with. Sacrificial Pit, 150 lumber, very expensive. 1 ghoul will be getting picked off here to the double slow from the Dryad and the Naga of Rudan. And he's looking very confident, but remember, he has no boots, no TP, and the Tele Staff is on cooldown. Yeah, he gets the invul now, he doesn't want to play it too risky.
The timing for Rudan is a little off. Tier 3 is finished. The Adept upgrade for the Druid of a Claw Adept upgrade is not, so he's wasting a few seconds, and maybe WaN can use them. There's no Destroyer upgrade right now. He needs to wait a little for his next power spike, which will be Frenzy upgrade, Destroyer upgrade, and the Lich with an orb. Destroyer upgrade is coming out now. The Naga, though, didn't really find levels here on this very map. The Death Knight, not a good inventory, no heal scroll, no invo potion. And now we have the first bears with a deb, with rejuvenation. That makes things so much easier for Rudan. This is definitely a better game, even though WaN had the shining moments of this game as well. In general, this is looking okay, at least for Rudan. I would say it's looking pretty okay, pretty good.
I think we're very even here in this game. We saw TP being gotten out of Rudan, and I think 1 ghoul died against 1 archer. I think that's it so far. So not too much damage has been done to either of the players. This is where the game really starts to pick up. Who gets more of the creep camps? Who gets more of the items? Who gets the better items? Who wins the first engagement? I think whoever does is going to be in a fantastic position. WaN doesn't want to look for the fight. He's like, alright, you got no panda. I got no problem giving you experience as long as I get experience as well. He's creeping with a DK though. I don't like this too much. I would like to see him prioritizing Naga and Lich. But I can understand as well if this is intentional, because the level 2 aura, the bonus movement speed, does make a big difference. But of course, so does the Lich level 2, the Naga level 3. But now, yeah, very passive mid-game here, mid-late game, and that's good for him if he goes for Frostworms, and that's exactly what's happening.
Boneyard coming in the main base, exactly. Found the Wand of Mana Stealing, by the way, not the best item, but maybe he gets rewarded at the Renegade Wizard here. What is Rudan gonna find? He found the big Invul Potion, nice little pickup here. So, Renegade Wizard, what's he dropping? Lyria, Fluid of Accuracy. He doesn't pick it up. He did not pick it up.
Oh my
God. What the hell? This is a 10% damage boost on his entire army.
Is he realizing that he's missing an item? Oh boy.
For the Frostworms, man, this is a +9.
That hurts. That hurts. Wand of Mana Stealing, by the way, has been found by him. Maybe good if you can get a crucial coil out, but there are better items. Rudan finding his level 4 on the Demon, level 3 on the Naga, triple invols, and also the Boots of Quel'Thalas. He deals a lot of damage, but there's no TP here.
First Fort Lightning finding the ghouls, but there's a nice healing coming out as well. Nova onto the priest that was still on the battlefield here. Destroyer in the air, he gets rid of the bear immediately, but there are 4 more. Lots of bears and not too much magic damage. He micros the first one away, but the Orb of Venom hits him too hard. The ghouls are almost gone. Fort Lightning coming in as well. Frostborn hungers and wants to eat some bears. The Demon Hunter is almost surrounded as well. There's no mana anymore on the Lich. Can he save him somehow? He uses the Wand of Mana Stealing, but it's not enough. Well done by Rudan winning this fight. And yeah, WaN back to a 1-1. Rudan looked way more confident here on Amazonia. This was, of course, his map. But I think the best thing psychologically is that he had a good early game, and so he was back in his flow. And his tech was always a lot faster than on game 1, but also really on par with the Undead's tech, and so he had a lot of bears when the first fight happened. I really don't know why WaN picked that fight. Yeah. His Boneyard was just finished. He should have waited for that worm to come out. And
he also had free supply. He was at 48 out of 50. He didn't have a shade to get the perfect information. And
the items like weren't good for him.
It was a totally even game, in my opinion at least, until he lost that fight, and he'd had no invols to start that fight. And when you play against the Naga, you need invols badly. Against the Panda, maybe you don't. Panda Demon Hunter has very low kill potential on heroes, but with a Naga, that is a lot different. And once Rudan realized he can just click on the heroes, as long as he burns the DK, then he gets rid of second hero, third hero, and then WaN can't win the fight. And this makes me a little bit scared for WaN, because if he's so uncomfortable in the late game fights against Night Elf, maybe he thinks he has to win it early, and it happened to work out on Last Refuge where he won it early. But that looked like he didn't have the perfect idea of what to do in the late game at all.
Okay, well, the fast Boneyard tech, I think, shows that he has some kind of plan, but I don't really know why he didn't follow this plan. Maybe he thought, okay, Amazonia has a Night Elf map anyways, so it doesn't really look good for me. Well, still not, it wasn't like Rudan will win this 100% sure. Maybe he misinterpreted the situation a bit, but he said, okay, next map, no matter how, new chance for me, let's go, let's not waste any time.
Yeah, but I don't know, the way he GG'd out of that game so quickly and just ran headfirst into the meat grinder, it looked like to me. To my eyes, this looks like kind of a bit of a frustration, like, yeah, when you get to the late game with your bears and dryads and high hero levels. I guess I try my best, but maybe doesn't think it's gonna work. But maybe I'm interpreting too much here into this. Nomadite is gonna be a bigger map, where he can have even more time for his Frostworm transition if he wants to go for that again.
Interesting thing about Nomad Owls, do you think Rudan is gonna switch to the Warden?
I mentioned this before. Only if he likes playing the Warden. It's not like the Warden is such an incredibly overpowered hero here, you have to play her. I think it is mostly a player preference thing. If you like playing the Warden, this is a good map for the Warden. If you don't like playing the Warden, you can also easily go for the Demon Hunter. Level 3 here is easy, which is of course great for the Warden. It's also very good for the Demon Hunter. And Demon Hunter Panda combo, very strong here. Lots of creeps. You're definitely going to be finding your experience.
Okay, yeah, so he can definitely play this. And he did in the past. It's just a thing of preference, as you mentioned. Nomad Isles, once again, if you haven't listened to a few of our casts or didn't watch yesterday, 3 red spots where amazing items drop. Not so hard to take. Scroll of Restoration possible, Potion of Divinity, stuff like that. Game-changing or fight-changing items. So it comes down a little to the spawning positions, if it's better for him or not.
Speaking of which, spawning positions can make a big difference.
Yeah.
If the mercenary camp of the Night Elf is close to the undead base, and if that is being scouted by a ghoul, and if the Ancient of Warcraft is supposed to start happening there, then this can be severely punished. And if Rudan is so confident to still go for the creeping of that mercenary camp, then maybe one ghoul appears to pull the other camp, maybe 2 more ghouls appear, and suddenly you got a whole heck of a lot of trouble on your hands.
That is true. 1 game for the winner bracket final. Serbia or Germany? In the upper left, we have, for Germany, WaN, who had an amazing game 1, who had a decent game 2, but little strange decision makings here. On the other side, Rudan, Serbian prince he is. Will he show his real strength? Maybe he just needed this 1 game to get into the flow, and now he's in, and he can do good. But yeah, as we mentioned before, the hero choice will be very important for the outcome and, of course, the direction of this game.
And by the way, the starting positions are favoring the undead. He is close to the mercenary camp, but Rudan wants to play it safe. He's not going to go for the mercenary camp first. He positions his Ancient of War only next to the green camp, which, of course, he's easily going to be able to take. This is not risky at all, but this gives him only, like, I'm not sure, 80 experience? So this is going to be a really slow progress for this first hero, so that definitely means no Warden. By the way, and the build order by WaN, he delayed his first Acolyte. That means he has a very quick ghoul, very quick DK. So he hopes for some harassment possibility. It delays his tier 2 a little bit, but not by too much. But yeah, Rudan playing it safe. It seems like this is gonna be a slow game. But if the DK in the hands of WaN tries to contain, Rudan for a very long time, this could be a level 1 demon stuck there for quite a while, maybe even until tier 2.
Okay. Yeah, it is a demon hunter, as we mentioned before. That it's not going to be a warden. The ghoul, well, does not scout this yet, obviously, but he will. Does some damage to the Moonwell in production, where, of course, he takes more damage. And, yeah, he pulls...
Oh, is the timing off?
Camp immediately.
Oh, needs a few more seconds. It's going to be okay.
Very early Shadow Priest. He really prefers this. This is not what every Night Elf does against Undead.
Yeah. It's pretty expensive. It's going to delay his tier 2. By the way, he's not reproducing wisps. So if he forgets about those, then the lumber is going to be very low.
He's still supply stuck. Because his Moonwell didn't finish.
Oh man, that's going to be up in a second here. Was that a build order mistake? Did he create the Moonwell too late? I don't know. Not sure. But his tier 2 is going to be definitely late. DK, by the way, now arrives on the scene. And the Demon Hunter, 88 experience. I was saying this creep camp doesn't have much experience, and you can see it right here. Not even halfway to level 2. And where does he go next? He can't take the Merc camp. He can maybe take the green camp, but if the DK is there, he's going to take a lot of damage regardless from the Null Overseer. And if the DK is there, it's going to get real dangerous.
Yeah, and I think WaN really likes this, moving out with ghouls immediately. Look, sees that he has a lot of time because his Death Knight is distracting the Demon Hunter. Block coming out from Rudan now, showing his skills, but, well, not so good in comparison to what WaN did before.
Look at the Archer, man. Very nice awareness by Rudan, thinking that the creeping here might be a possibility. And is trying to kill that one ghoul with the Archer. Any bit of experience is very much appreciated. He gets the one ghoul. Is he going to get the second one as well? I don't think so. This one Archer makes such a big difference.
He has to send the third ghoul away as well. Ooh, this is oh, nice. Rudan is playing this well. There's no coil on the Death Knight. So WaN again losing 2 ghouls in the early game.
And this is so desperately needed for the Demon Hunter, man. He needs this experience so bad. And the dust comes, but the archer's already gone. This is really well done by Rudan.
Okay, this is level 2 for him, and once again the Null Overseer did not finish. The Death Knight only level 1.3 or something. He needs to get this Null Overseer, trying to surround with the ghouls. Will he get it though? Losing a lot of hits, and oh, he got it in the last second. I thought the Archer kill was gonna get it, but he gets revenge on this Archer for the 2 kills. Or the Poacher almost killing it, but he gets it in the end. Death Knight has to be careful about it though. The Graveyard is a little late, I think. Okay. And it's alright, he tries to go for the surround, but no, doesn't really work out.
Tier 2 for Rudan, I think, was quite a bit later. Yeah, man, compare the techs. And we all know that Tier 3 is even faster for Undead, so this might mean a huge Tier 3 tech difference.
Yeah, if he prioritizes the tech now, this will hit him really hard, I think, with a very early Destroyer compared to the Master Bear, so... yeah, interesting situation for WaN here. Rudan still struggling a bit from the little issue with the Moonwell in the early stages. Forest Troll Berserker now to get some more damage on the battlefield against the ghouls.
Very good damage in the early game and mid game. Falls off later on, but yeah, it's gonna be a while. What does he get from the Crab Behemoth? Pen of Energy, very nice. Not for the demon, but for any second hero he chooses. And knowing Rudan, most likely gonna be the Naga. Speaking of which, we're at the tavern, and it's also the Naga again for WaN. Last game, he decided to mostly creep, apply a bit of pressure as well, but mostly creep with the Naga. Now, he is gonna go on the offensive again, but I think he is gonna walk into a trap, basically. Oh, maybe he's gonna get us around again. There's no Boots of Speed here. We know how good he is about the surrounds, but the Demon Hunter rounds out of range of the cold arrow.
Yeah, this time he was a little too fast for the snake. But he's getting some info here. He knows that something is coming, and he has his archers ready. He's trying to go for the surround again. Will it work this time? The position is way better, and here we go. Wow. We get it. Wow, the surround skill is absolutely amazing. There's a town portal, so he will get out, but that costs a lot of moon juice, which doesn't hurt him too well, since 3 moon wells.
Oh, Archer going to the tavern, but guess who's coming as well? Is he gonna buy her, or is he just gonna shut him out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Trouble.
Trouble. Here we go, right next to the stone. Oh, he needs another one. Yeah, this is definitely a dead Naga. Or can he come in with the staff fast enough? He's trying to go for the surround, failed. Oh, Demon Hunter is coming in. Can he get in range? Oh, this was real close.
Whew, almost lets her get away, man. He gets the hard surrounds, and the easy one doesn't quite finish him, but the block will be enough to take her out. And maybe that's his, you know, little tactics here in the mid game. All right, I know you go for the Naga, so I get my Naga before I surround and kill your Naga. That slows you down by a lot. Kind of a gamble to go for, though. If the Demon Hunter is level 3 and has boots, your Naga will be in trouble, but this time, no such thing. Demon Hunter, all right, he now got level 3, but just now. And again, no boots of speed on Rudan. Neither for the Naga nor for the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Throughout the entire series so far, there hasn't been any kind of boots for any hero. Naga is back. It was only level 1, so not the biggest kill, but still annoying. And the tier 3 tech only started now. We were mentioning this before. Look at the difference. Half attack, that is 1 minute advantage for the undead.
It could have been even worse. WaN prioritized the Naga over the tech, and I think it was a good choice, as we saw from the TP forced and the kill on the opposing Naga. Could have been even worse for Rudan, but yeah, he's not gonna have Master Bears once the Lich arrives with the orb if Rudan wants to go for that. If WaN, wants to go for that, but he doesn't have to. This is a big map. He has level 3 DK now. He has level 2 Naga. He's gonna have tier 3. He's gonna have a fearsome army, and maybe he's gonna try to work east on this map to the other side and try to take away as many creep camps from Rudan as he possibly can. And if Rudan shows up, then he's gonna fight him, and maybe he's gonna win the fight and creep up even more and more and more. And obviously, we all know, undead heroes and the Naga as well, once they get to like 5, 4, those levels, then the nuke is incredible.
That is absolutely correct. We saw a nice little move by Rudan here. He crept this mercenary camp with his Demon Hunter, but just before the big one died, he sent them away, or he sent the Demon Hunter away to get full experience on his Naga. I like that, since the Demon Hunter is level 3 already. He doesn't really need the progress at the moment. He wants to have a better Fork Lightning. Speaking of which, 2.6 for the Naga Claws, plus 9 on this Death Knight. The Lich will be very happy about this inventory with gloves and claws, and of course the Orb of Corruption.
And I hope he's gonna buy Invuls this time. That is crucial against the Naga.
Wind of Illusion for WaN at the shop. The inventory for the Naga is an Invul Potion and a Wind of Mana Stealing as well. Demon Hunter not pimped at all, just a Ring of Protection plus 2, no damage boosting items, and he's getting ready for this nuke with the Potion of Healing. The Lich is about to pop out, the Destroyer upgrade is about to be finished. And WaN seems to be a little scared from the red spot. He doesn't have the firepower just yet.
Yeah,
Master Bear upgrade for Rudan just started.
As you're saying, you can really see how scared Rudan is. He's sticking close to his base. He could easily take out the red camp, or at least the merc camp down there. But he doesn't want to go there. He doesn't have a TP. He's afraid if the undead's there, then he has to fight. And he's afraid that there'll be a losing fight. And that, of course, will be the game over. And that will be the series over. This is the last map after all. And here we go. Lich is here. We have Frenzy Ghouls, we have Destroyers. Power Spike is being hit right now. Does WaN want to be aggressive with this or just creep on? Seems like he's just going to be creeping.
Red spot lottery here. Rudan is doing the same with Master Upgrade finished. Can tank a lot. He has Reju, of course.
But look at the situation here. Imagine if WaN was over there on the other side of the map looking for a creepjack. I think this would be a great opportunity for him. That's only 2 bears here and 2 dryads. The rest of the army is kind of like meh.
Oh, we see a Potion of Divinity for the undead, Potion of Divinity for the Demon Hunter as well, man. These guys are finding the exact same items, so no one can really complain about RNGs this year. And of course, lots of experience.
Oh, don't tell me you sell it, bro.
No, gets the town portal for safety. Of agility, can leave this. Oh, gets it on the Lich for more attack speed, which is nice.
Both players sitting at 15, neither of them breaking yet. I would imagine a breaking soon though, because there's more creeps to be taken and you want to have a strong army because it's likely that you're going to be colliding as there's not that many camps remaining anymore. And here we go. The engagement will be coming in. No destroyers in the air just now. Fork Lightning, Coil Nova. Demon are taking so much damage, but remember there is the Divinity Potion. Uses it right now. 1 ghoul dies, 2 ghouls die. A third one might be following suit in a second. Destroyer now 1 up in the air. He wants to outrun this Invul Potion. There's the Rejuvenation and the Dispel comes in but misses from the Destroyer. Big mistake. That cannot happen, especially when the Demon Hunter doesn't have boots.
He has a coil on that Fiend, saves it now. There's a lot of Wind of Mana Stealing, but he feels pressured into a town portal.
And I think this is so telling at how uncomfortable he feels with the matchup. He had a decent shot at taking a fight there, but he just doesn't want. Just doesn't feel like it. He just doesn't think he can win the fight. He TPs out. He saves the Fiend though. He lost 2 ghouls, but 2 ghouls in this state of the game aren't too great anymore anyways. Just like archers and probably troll berserkers as well. And with the TP back also he gets a nice positioning on the map because now he'll be able to take out the red camp. But Rudan, he's heading north. He's gonna be there soon. He's gonna be too late to contest the big drop, which is the worst one possible. The Talisman of the Wild.
Rudan does a great job here building an expansion far up in the east and now coming in for the creepjack once again. Is there a town portal again? No, there's not. He has to outrun this or fight. This is a bad position. He goes for the Demon Hunter once again. There's an Info Potion and the Heal Potion. Using it now. All the Dragon attacking the Lich who has the Info Potion. Maybe forced into it now. No mana anymore. Only on the Naga. Lich is getting this here. There is 1 more charge of Wind of Mana Stealing, but it is on cooldown. Now he can use it. Is it enough for a coil? I don't think so. He's almost home. He used the big invul here. That is bad. What's the call gonna get? Okay, there he is. 50 food for Rudan, but he's all buying time for this expansion that is coming up. WaN with the first worm.
And when this creepjack, it wasn't really a creepjack, but when this when Rudan was finding the undead here, I don't know why WaN wasn't in upkeep. He had 800 gold. It is clear that you're going to be fighting over the creeps on the map. Why doesn't he go into upkeep? Now he does. But if he had done that before, he would have had a Frost Room already. Now he has to wait for the Frost Room. By the way, this time we do have a Shade giving vision, but is being gotten rid of by the reveal here. Rudan figuring that out. By the way, only one invul. Naga has no invul, and there's also no staff on the demon. So if he commits onto the Naga, he's most likely going to be forcing a TP.
No. I think this is a mistake by WaN that he forgot about his Ziggurat, so he can't push any further. 300 gold used now, but the worm is out. He has to wait a little longer. Now he's out of gold, so it could be lined up. What did he buy? Town Portal again, right? Yeah, that's it.
Really needs invuls, by the way. Again, it's still the same thing. Unfortunate items is pretty unfortunate for WaN. Double wand of mana stealing, not what he wants. Keeps it though.
Keeps it. Talisman of the Wild as well.
Used one of the charges already. Don't understand. He saw the number of dryads. Easy to spell. Easy experience.
And this Furborg really doesn't do too much. Bad damage.
Yep, and of course with the abolished magic he's gone immediately.
Gets the next red spot here, so this is a ton of experience for the undead. Close to level 4 on the Naga, this is...
Ah, very good. Hellstone.
Hellstone is indeed very good.
Great find. And the illusion sees the Tree of Life. Alright. Rudan's gonna be attacking this, but he's behind in supply by quite a bit. Rudan suddenly at 74. WaN only at 66.
He can't attack this now. He's building only a second Frost Worm. Talisman of Evasion once again a bad item. Rudan's gonna catch him here. This has to be an immediate town ball. The numbers are super bad for the German.
I'm not so sure. Much of the army isn't here yet. It's only 3 bears, and okay, the dryads are quite a few. 6 dryads. He's just gonna try to kill the tree and TP out, I think.
I don't think the damage is enough. Rudan is coming in from the south. A lot of dryads, but they don't do it. Oh, well, halfway done. Here comes the repair. Nova gets rid of a lot of the wisps here. He's completely focusing on that Tree of Life, and he gets rid of it, not losing anything here. The worm gets out safe, but he needs some kind of solution against all these dryads.
But he has a lot of time now. There's no pressure on him to, you know, fight right now, so he has a lot of time to find a way to get rid of these dryads. And we're getting into the late game. Rudan is at basically 80 already, so at this stage in the game, upgrades a very big factor. 0-0 on the dryads, 1-0 on the crypt fiends, so slight advantage for the undead, but only very slight. Hero levels, of course, also always a big factor. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter, getting closer to level 5 now, and the Naga also level 4, so good hero levels for Rudan. And for WaN we have level 4.4 on the DK Lich, not level 3. He would really like to be there. Actually gave over the Talisman of Evasion. He really doesn't like selling items. Also still has all of the wands of mana stealing, and trying to go for some base attack here, trying to force the TP home. He cannot really win a fight, and I think he knows it.
Yeah, he just wants to get rid of the 350 gold. That's a nice way of doing so. If you can run away with aura level 2, that's a nice thing to do, even against dryads who are fast and slow you. This works, but he gets up another expansion here. There's a shade coming, so he will scout this. 2 shades on the map, actually. One scouting for expansions, one trying to find the army to know on how much supply he is. First Abomination on the battlefield, still 2 worms, but once again his Ziggurat is very, very late, so he can't produce further than 69 at the moment.
He knows about the timing of the expo. Is he going to be looking for a fight already? Doesn't seem like that would be the greatest idea. He only has 2 fiends, you mentioned it before. How does he deal with the dryads? 2 fiends certainly aren't going to be enough. Of course, if he gets rid of everything else, heroes and bears, then his own heroes will be good enough to deal with the dryads. But that's a lot to ask for.
Yeah, it's plus 14 lit, which is okay, but not too great. So it's not a machine gun that just spams out big hits. But the Naga. The Naga is really good, even though she's not pimped, a great damage dealer with her right clicks. But we're gonna see about that. WaN getting up to 80 food as well.
Oh, he wants to kill it again. He wants to kill it and TP out again. He timed it perfectly with a shade here.
This time he has 2 worms, so it works even faster.
Yeah, and he gets it. Unless there's a TP in from the Night Elf. No, no TP. This is gonna be a dead tree again.
No TP in his inventory even.
I would love to see mass upgrades coming out of WaN with his delaying style. He's not getting them though. He's gonna kill the wisps here, and that is gonna force a TP out. Or is he gonna look for an engagement here? I don't think that would be the best idea.
The position is also not the greatest.
He wants to trade out the ghouls here for 2 bears.
That's
and
a nice trade.
Gets
Nice
1.
position for the worms as well, right over the forest. The dryads were all far away, so they couldn't really get to them.
Alright, so he traded 2 ghouls for a bear and a TP for Tree of Life. Good trade for the undead.
Rest of the inventory, both players have 1 healed scroll, 2 invo potions for the night elf, 1 invo potion for the undead. Is he producing more fiends are coming this time? Rudan is going for the Nature's Blessing upgrade.
Did the bear die in the main?
What?
He staffed home 1 bear,
Okay.
but it may have died because he's at 75 supply now, and he's only reproducing 1, you know.
Okay.
So it looks like 2 bears disappeared. So he may have even gotten 2.
Still only 1 invo potion. Nothing on the Naga. This could be a little dangerous, but I think the focus of Rudan has to be on the army. 1,300 gold, or 1,000 gold remaining in the main gold mines, and of course then the big strength of all night elves to just uproot their tree and walk over to the next gold mine. This is not an option the undead has. He needs an expansion sooner than later. It's kinda good to defend here on Nomad Owls. In between those trees. But does he really commit to this? I don't think he will, because there's a meat wagon coming this time.
Okay.
Only 1 A-bomb.
The bigger the army, the better the meat wagon. Meat wagons, as all siege units, deal a lot of damage and die very quickly. But with big armies, they're obviously hard to reach. And also, there's no breath of fire against them. So I like this choice, actually. Realizes how many dryads there are. And Jesus Christ, so many dryads. How many is this? Like 13?
11. But 2-0 attack, and the 3-0 is coming as well.
So he has 2 frostworms, 1 destroyer. That is not heavy air commitment. I would say it's pretty much the adequate number and against 4 bears. So it seems like both players have a very good army. Rudan could kill that 1 archer and rotate it out for something better. 2 red camps remain, by the way, here on Nomad Isles. We very rarely only ever see them being crept. Neither of the players wanting to go for a Zeppelin and kill those.
Yeah, those items, man. We saw the Doom Guard yesterday already. Ice Shard is available as well. Lots of good summons.
And it seems like WaN is going to be going for an all-in.
Yeah.
When the Tree of Eternity moves, probably is going to be trying to attack and kill that. Is he now finally going to sell those mediocre items? And mediocre is a generous term in the one of mana stealing and the Talisman of Evasion. He's keeping him, and he's staying at 80 supply. Now his gold mine is gone, so he may as well go into high upkeep, but no, staying at about 80.
He just wants the Disease Cloud and items. What do we have here? Still only 1 invul, 1 heal scroll. On the other side, the same situation, but 2 invul potions. No level 5 heroes yet. Death Knight far away. Lich finally found level 3. This will be a big damage boost. He engaged on the Demon Hunter twice.
Oh, by the way, when stuff gets sent back via staff, it's gonna land right next to the Tree of Eternity. Something we have to keep in mind.
Yeah. Oh, and WaN is going for the expansion, by the way. And he goes for
and
the
it's just
tree!
exploding.
He goes for the tree! Holy shit, this is so much damage! And no income anymore for Rudan! This looks like a major upset right in round 1. He goes for the fight now. First bear already dead. Disease Cloud everywhere. The Giants are taking a shitload of damage.
Alright, trying to go for the bears first here with the nuke damage. The meat wagons in the back not being touched too much, but actually there's an Ancient of War here. Heroes so far have not been harmed. Level 5 for the Demon Hunter, going for the next mana burn. The DK still has mana though on his hero. Dryads moving forward, all the Frostworms seem to be dead. Another coil coming in before the last one falls. The Demon Hunter, Invul Potion keeps him alive. 42 supply remaining only for Rudan. 36, he's falling. And we still have a lot for WaN, but now the Naga in trouble, level 5, but she has nothing to survive. Healthstone now being transferred. Now the Naga for Rudan. She has an invul as well. We'll have to use it. The slow is just too hard, but he GG's out before. It is the upset. It is the German taking it and Rudan dropping down to the lower bracket.
Shaddai wasn't able to pull it off yesterday, but the upset has been made. Dominic Nims from Germany eliminates Rudan here. We mentioned this. This is not the Rudan from last year. Considering his performances in Jera Cups, and say, it's only Jera Cups, he seemed to be prepared. But WaN strong performance throughout game 1 and 3, man. Really surprising. And what he did here in the last couple of minutes, setting up the expansion backup-wise, going for the kill on the Tree of Eternity and winning the fight, really impressive. I thought this was just, I don't know, for buying time for his own expansion or something, but he got it all there.
Yeah.
And he didn't invest the gold onto more involts or more heal scrolls. He invested it into an expansion and he was still able to pull this fight off.
Yeah, shows you the confidence.